Hi, this is Stefan. Well, I was asked many times, so who are the people you're looking to support? And basically, the answer is I believe with my work and the work we do at Ananda, we can support anybody to utilize their own potential a lot more. So unless you're a person that has fully realized her or his mission, and you live in a constant state of bliss all the time, then I believe I can support you. So if you somebody who's having recurring issues, for instance, that you've done a lot of classes and things, but they don't seem to go away. In simple things that most of us know, such as this feeling of not being worthy, not being good enough. Even though I know I have had so much success, this old feeling seems to be prevailing. Or if you're a sensitive person, highly sensitive person, an empath, and that seems to have been more of an obstacle than what I believe a huge talent. You're in the right place to see how to utilize those gifts because I think they're necessary ingredients for any leadership role going forward in the new leadership world. If you work a lot with other people and being it in your role in your company or as a coach, life coach, or whatever kind of coach, and you would love to get a better understanding of the other person, a more uh, intuitive understanding. You would love to feel the other person. You would love to actually um, synchronize your system with theirs and feel as they feel and so get a bigger awareness of their challenges, of their maybe current obstacles, and but also of their potential, because every single person on this planet has some very unique potential. I'm convinced that this is the case. So how are we going to do this? Well, first of all, there's two things that distinguish my work from most other people. Thank God, there's some people who do something similar. And number one is instead of trying to become somebody better than we are today, we're doing the opposite. We're coming home to who we are more fully. We allow ourselves to be emotional because not being emotional means not being authentic. And being emotional doesn't necessarily mean to express my emotions, but it means I have a full awareness of my emotions. And emotions oftentimes messages of an unintegrated past. So I get a deeper awareness of my emotions down to the energetic root cause. So my work is a lot about energy work. I come home. We learn to fine tune ourselves, to tune into ourselves more, and then tuning into other people. So eventually we get to the space of no space. Sounds strange. And we learn to tap into the quantum field, into the universe. Doesn't matter what you want to call it. So you learn to not only read what we call the future before it manifests, we also learn that we have a capability to co-create through our subtle competencies. And in order to do that, we need to come home to ourselves first. And we've all learned when we're sad to distract ourselves. We do this with our children already. We've learned very much to live in a cognitive world, in the left-brained world. It needs we need to get out of there and tune into our emotional world and then into our energy world. So if this is something you're curious about, just send me a message. or click any of the links that you find on this page and on many other pages. And I work in groups. Rarely do I accept individual coachings, simply because these groups, being synchronized and directed, they have they multiply the energy. So getting into our unused potential much faster is what's going to happen. And a lot of experts believe that we only use 20-25% of our human potential. And don't you think it's time that we get into utilizing the other 75%? I think so. And you know what? It is so much fun to come home to yourself. It's not always easy, because by dealing with old energy that was frozen in the past, in order to release it, you need to have the courage to face yourself, to face old injuries, old trauma, and to face compensations that we all have developed. But then it opens you up for the miracles of the human potential, for the miracles of the human matrix of life. So I'm looking forward very much to seeing you soon. In any case, thank you very much for your attention. Thank you very much for your energy.